United States from Bangladesh on a chain migration visa. Apparently his aunt or uncle got in, brought the whole family, including him. Immigration statistics show more than 140,000 people from Bangladesh came to the United States through chain migration since 2005. We've highlighted 2011 because that's the year he came in. So what needs to happen next? Here to weigh in is Mark Krikorian. He is Executive Director of the Center for Immigration Studies. Mark, you say chain migration and then again this diversity visa program, lottery program that the last terrorist for New York came in on, they both have to end and end now.
Yeah, basically, yes, because they actually, when you put them together, make up the majority, the large majority of each year's new green card recipients. And you know, what they represent is that immigrants themselves are deciding who's going to come to America rather than our picking people. Because the lottery, which is how this guy's uncle got here in the first place, is literally a lottery. It's just random. Whoever sends in an application, they draw their names randomly, and presto, you get to come to the United States. And then once that uncle, it turns out it was an uncle, once he got citizenship, he then was able to sponsor, under our chain migration system, his adult brothers and sisters. And so in this case, his sister was this dirtbag's mother, was sponsored. She came in with her spouse, all her children, including this guy who was an adult when he came here. He was 20 years old, and yet he was covered by this special chain migration category.
Here is another jaw-dropping statistic, Mark. In 2017, 99% of more than 12,000 immigrant visas were family-based. Look at that. So 99% of the folks who came in were all part of the chain migration.
Right, it's basically it's nepotism in immigration, where last year's immigrants decide who next year's immigrants are going to be, instead of using some kind of yardstick where we say, look, you're a rocket scientist or whatever you are, a doctor, and that's why we want to pick you, because you'll be able to help America if we let you move here.
Right, and one of the things you say is family immigration brings in low education, low skills, high cost to the taxpayers. I'll give you the last 20 seconds.
Yeah, absolutely. Not because every relative who comes in is poorly educated, but we're not screening them for that. And so we end up letting in lots of low-skilled people from abroad that don't necessarily help the country in the long run.
Well, let's see what Congress does, because the ball is in their court. Mark?